Hello beautiful friends, and welcome to the first ever whole soul vinyasa flow. Before we get started with any asanas, I'm going to invite you to gently close your eyes or hold a soft gaze out in front of you. Engage your mula bandha, lifting from your tailbone as if there's a long string of energy pulling you up from the top of your head. And taking a deep breath in through the nose and letting a big sigh out the mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. In through the nose and sighing out the mouth. Biggest breath yet, all the way down from the base of your spine to the top of your head, breathing in through your nose. And letting any last ickiness, stickiness to be released through your breath. And you can find yourself in a tabletop position. Pressing your hands into the ground, you're going to inhale, dropping your belly to the ground, lifting your head up into a cow, and exhale into a cat. Inhale, cow, belly to the mat. Hands pressing into the ground, toes pressing into the ground, and exhale, cat. Do that a few more times at your own pace. You're really taking it slow at your own pace and your own timing. On your next inhale, come into neutral tabletop position. You're going to do big circles around the world, leaning into your hands, feeling the stretch in your wrist and taking it all the way back down to your hips. Going in one direction for one breath. And switching to the other direction, making sure that you are breathing in and out through your nose during this practice. This is the ujjayi breath, or the ocean sounding breath. So it rolls on the back of your throat, inhaling and exhaling, which creates a nice internal heat. Inhale, coming back into neutral. Lift your right hand up to the sky and bring it through, threading the needle, dropping your right cheek and your left shoulder to the ground. Feeling a nice twist here, a nice stretch in your spine. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Option to extend your left hand right out in front of you. Walking it back and allowing your left hand to push into the ground, lifting your right arm to the sky. Exhaling, placing it back onto the ground. Lift your left arm to the sky, opening your chest, and thread the needle, dropping your left cheek and left shoulder to the ground. Feeling a nice twist in the opposite direction, remembering to take a nice deep ujjayi breath here. Extend your right arm out in front of you, feeling a nice extra twist here if that feels accessible to you. And if not, you can just keep your hand right under your shoulder. One more breath here. And slowly walking your hand back under your right shoulder, pressing your right hand into the ground, lifting your left arm to the sky, reaching, and slowly placing your left hand on the ground. Maybe shaking your booty a little bit here, allowing your spine to be released. Crisscrossing your ankles, you can find an easy seated position. Inhale your arms to the sky, and exhale, drop your left hand down to the ground, reaching your right hand over to the sky and dropping to the left side, opening your chest to the sky. You can find some cat-cows here in this position. So exhaling, bringing your shoulder forward, and exhaling, opening up. Inhale, dropping it forward, and exhale, opening your shoulder. Finding one more round here with one more round of breath. Inhale, drop your elbow. Exhale, open up. Maybe taking one more breath, finding an extra deep lengthening here. And exhale, deepening the stretch, feeling it in your right side body. Inhaling, arms to the sky. And exhaling, dropping your right hand to the ground this time, reaching your left hand over and bending into your right side body, feeling the stretch in your left side body. Inhale, dropping your elbow in for some cat-cows. And exhale, opening up your chest to the sky. You can even tilt your head up. Inhale, drop your shoulder. Exhale, open yourself up. Do one more round of these. Inhale, drop your elbow and your shoulder. And exhale, opening up to the sky. Lengthening on the inhale here. And exhaling, finding a deeper stretch if accessible to you. Inhale, both of your arms to the sky. And drop your right hand on your left knee, circling your left arm back and finding a spinal twist here. Looking over your left shoulder. You're going to inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, finding a deeper twist here. Allow yourself to inhale and breathe into the parts of your body that feel tense or sticky. This is the best way to relieve tension and just find more freedom in your movement and mobility. One more breath here. Inhaling both of your arms in front of you. Twist to the other side. So left hand on the right knee, circle your right arm behind you, looking behind your right shoulder, finding a nice, easy spinal twist here. You're going to inhale to lengthen your spine and exhale to twist even deeper. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, deepen. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, deepen. Inhale both of your arms up to the sky, reaching up, 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 grabbing that beautiful golden energy of the sun and bringing it into prayer, into your heart center. Maybe just setting an intention for your practice. Maybe it could be for how you want to feel or show up in your day. Or maybe expressing gratitude for how your day has been already, depending on what time of day it is for you, wherever you are. And now you're going to place your hands behind you, bringing your legs out in front of you, maybe even shaking them out a little bit, relieving any tension. You're going to find yourself in pinwheel going to the left side and to the right. This is a nice hip opener. Inhale left and exhale, dropping to the right. Next time you are on your left side, you can sit on your left hip and find big circles as if you're drawing in the sand, reaching behind you all the way to your back left side and your hip, making big circles in front of you until you can't go any further, feeling a nice release of tension and a stretch here. And just keep drawing circles. And the next time you bring your circles to the back of your mat, you can press into your left hand, lifting your hips up on the inhale, allowing your right hand to reach above you, finding a nice reach here, a nice stretch in your side body, opening your heart, lifting your hips up to the sky. And exhale, bringing it all back down, drawing the circle in front of you, and coming back into that lifted seated position, reaching over your head. And exhale, coming back to center, pinwheeling your legs to the right side now, and drawing circles in this direction as well. Left hand coming all the way to the back of the mat, and bringing both hands to the front. Inhaling and exhaling to the back. Inhale to the front. Exhale to the back. Plant your right hand next to your hip. Use your left arm and your inhale to bring your hips up to the sky, feeling a nice stretch in your left side body. Exhaling, dropping your hips, coming around to draw a big circle, and bringing it to the back. Inhaling to lift your hips, planting your right hand into the ground, feeling the stretch in your left side body, and coming back around. Good job, you're doing so good. And just shaking your feet out here. We're going to find ourselves in our first child's pose. So dropping your hips, opening your knees wide, having your toes touch, reaching your arms out in front of you, and dropping your head to the mat. Taking a nice deep breath here in through the nose, and out through the nose. You're going to shift your weight forward to your hands and drag your nose all the way to the front of your mat until you are in a cobra position. You're going to exhale into a downward facing dog, first one of the day. And you're going to find nice, deep 5 breaths here at your own pace. So making sure your hands are shoulder width apart. You can bend your knees as much as you need here. Making sure your head is dangling in between your shoulders, your spine is straight. You can walk your dog here. You're going to step or jump to the front of your mat in between your hands, finding a half lift so you can bring your hands to your shins or keep them on the ground, straightening your spine, inhaling up, and exhale, dropping everything down into a forward fold, Uttanasana. You can grab opposite elbows to find a ragdoll here, dropping your head, really planting and finding groundedness, in your feet. Just allowing yourself to hang heavy here. You're gonna opposite swan dive, so reaching your hands up, slowly vertebrae by vertebrae coming up. Inhaling, reaching your arms to the sky, bringing them into prayer, and exhaling into your heart center. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Swan dive forward into a forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Step or jump to the back of your mat into a plank, a phalakasana. You're going to shift your weight forward into your hands, into your first chaturanga, into an upward facing dog. Maybe shifting your hips here from left to right, feeling a nice deep stretch here. And back into a downward facing dog. Walk your dog, take a nice deep breath here for yourself. Feeling the heat start to build. You're gonna bring your left leg to the sky into a three-legged dog, opening your hip up and finding big circles here to the left. Do 3 here. And the other direction for 3. Remembering to breathe. Inhale your leg up to the sky. Exhale, left knee to chest, and you're gonna bring it through for your first fallen triangle. So shifting your right foot so that your pads are on the ground, lifting through your left side body, right arm to the sky. Find your breath here. Exhale everything down to the ground. Press your right hand into the ground. Left leg into a three-legged dog. Open your hip up and find your left foot underneath your armpit. And when you do, you can drop your leg into a wild thing. So feeling a nice stretch in your left side body, lifting your hip up to the sky, using your left foot to ground you into the earth. One breath here. And slowly exhaling, dropping your left hand to the ground, left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Finding a chaturanga, you can drop your leg to the mat or find a three-legged chaturanga into an upward facing dog. Back into a downward facing dog. Walk your dog here. Now we're going to shift to the other side. So right leg to the sky. Open your hips up. Finding big circles here to the right. 3 times. And to the left 3 times. Use your breath here. Exhale, bring your right knee to chest. Bringing through your right leg into a fallen triangle. Pressing through your right hand, reaching your left arm to the sky, lifting your hips, feeling your side abs working here, finding a nice deep breath here. Bring your left arm to the ground, back into a three-legged dog, opening your right hip until you see your right foot underneath your left armpit, and drop it gently into a wild thing. Hips are pressed up. You are planted into your right foot, and you are reaching your right hand over, feeling a beautiful stretch in your right side body. Dropping everything back down into a three-legged dog. You can come into a regular plank or three-legged plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog into a downward facing dog. Find a child pose here, so knees are mat width apart, toes are touching, hands are reaching out in front of you, and your forehead is down to the mat. You're doing such a good job. This is a gentle yet strengthening flow. So you should be so proud of yourself for showing up here today and doing such good work. Walk your hands to the left, stacking your right over your left, feeling a nice deep stretch in your right side body. Finding a nice deep breath here. And walking your hands to the other side, placing your left over your right hand. Taking a big breath into your left side body stretch here. And gently, slowly walk back to the center of your mat. Walk your hands back up. Cross your legs into a crisscross or seated position and find yourself on your back. Your feet are hip width apart. Your hands are going to be touching or almost touching the backs of your ankles, and you're going to press through your hands and your feet into a bridge pose. Lifting your hips up to the sky and holding here for 10, 9, 8, engaging your glutes, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to find a nice pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing your hips down to the mat. Inhale both of your knees to armpits and find some big knee circles here. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, bringing your knees down. And take them in the other direction. Drop your left leg to the ground. Inhale your right knee to your right armpit. Drop your right knee over your left side body, looking over your right shoulder, finding a supine spinal twist. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, deepen. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, deepen. Finding one more breath at your own pace here. Gently untwisting, bringing your right knee into your right armpit. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And exhale your right leg to the ground. Inhale your left leg into your left armpit. And bring that left knee over your right side body. Dropping your left arm into a T, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, deepen. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, deepen. Find one more breath here at your own pace. Slowly unwinding back into neutral. Bring both of your knees squeezed into your armpits. And exhale, slowly bringing your legs to the ground. Inhale your knees into your armpits. And we're going to come into our last pose of the day, which is a happy baby. So you can grab the outsides of your feet, or if that feels uncomfortable, you can make peace fingers and grab your big toes. Make sure your back is flat on the ground and you can rock back and forth to give your back a nice massage. Breathing. You can play around here, so you can straighten one leg, bend the other, and then switch from side to side. Noticing where in your body you feel the stretch, where you feel the tension or ickiness, and sending your breath and your intention into that space. Gently bringing your legs back down to the ground. You can lay down, finding a Savasana or a corpse pose. Extending your arms wide out beside you, your legs as well. You can gently gaze or close your eyes. Feeling a sense of gratitude in your heart for showing up to this practice today, or even getting on your mat. Gratitude for a healthy and strong body that is able to move. That alone is something to be so grateful for. Taking the deepest inhale you have yet today, filling up your body, your heart space, your belly. And exhale, releasing any tension and fully surrendering into the mat. Allowing your body to get heavy. Feeling your calves, your thighs, your hamstrings get heavier. Your hips start to loosen and feel heavier. Your hips start to loosen and feel heavier. Your belly, your rib cage, your chest, your shoulders loosen, get heavier. Your neck, feeling the connection to the ground through your head. Feeling your arms get heavy. And just allowing yourself to be here and soak up the sweetness of this Savasana. The purpose of this asana is to really soak in the sweetness of surrender after putting in work for your body. Maybe noticing some sounds around you, whether it's my voice, or the birds or the cicadas in the background. Any noises you hear in your physical environment. Taking one last moment here, soaking it all in. One big breath in through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Slowly bringing gentle movements into your fingers and your toes. Waking up your body. Just having awareness of all the subtle movements as you start coming into a fetal position. So shift to your right or your left side. I'll show you. Take a moment here if you need, or you can gently lift yourself up by pressing your hands into the ground and find a seated position. Place your hands on your knees, lifting your spine up. Remember that string we talked about in the beginning that's lifting you from the base of your spine bandhas are locked in. Placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Breathing in through your belly, your heart, and audibly exhaling. And you can end with an alt. So take a deep breath in. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Translated from Sanskrit. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you had as lovely of a practice as I did practicing and guiding with you. If you enjoyed this flow and this practice, please like, subscribe, comment what your experience was, and come back for more flows. I'm so excited to create more of these videos and practices for you to come back to your body, your senses, and just feel safe in your own skin again. So I love you. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have the most beautiful day or night.